the world we live in is filled with choices. From the variety of toothpaste available at the supermarket to the numerous options for streaming services, we are constantly faced with decisions. We have been conditioned to believe that more choices lead to better outcomes, but what if that isn't the case? What if having too many options actually leads to a decrease in satisfaction and happiness? This is known as the paradox of choice, and it's a topic that has been discussed and debated for many years. In today's world, we have access to more choices than ever before. Whether it's the clothes we wear, the food we eat, or the places we go, we have an abundance of options available. While having choices can be empowering, it can also be overwhelming. When we are faced with too many options, it can lead to decision fatigue, anxiety, and ultimately, a decrease in our overall satisfaction. The paradox of choice was first introduced by psychologist Barry Schwartz in his book, The Paradox of Choice: Why More is Less. Schwartz argues that while having choices can be a good thing, it can also be detrimental to our happiness and well-being. According to Schwartz, when we are faced with too many options, we become paralyzed by the decision-making process. We start to worry about making the wrong choice, and this can lead to anxiety and stress. Moreover, too many options can lead to a feeling of regret. When we have so many options available, we start to think about all the other options we could have chosen. This leads to a sense of dissatisfaction with the choice we ultimately made. This phenomenon is known as opportunity cost. When we choose one option, we are essentially giving up all the other options, and this can lead to a sense of loss. The paradox of choice can also lead to a decrease in our overall happiness. When we have too many options, we are constantly thinking about what we could have chosen instead. This can lead to a feeling of inadequacy, as we start to compare our choices to those of others. We start to think that other people are making better choices than we are, and this can lead to a decrease in our self-esteem. So, what can we do to avoid the paradox of choice? The first step is to recognize that having too many options can be detrimental to our happiness. Instead of trying to maximize our choices, we should focus on finding good enough choices. We should also limit the number of options we consider when making a decision. This can help to reduce decision fatigue and lead to a more satisfying outcome. Another way to avoid the paradox of choice is to be more mindful of our decisions. We should take the time to think about what we really want and need, instead of being swayed by the abundance of options available to us. We should also try to limit our exposure to choices that are irrelevant or unnecessary. In conclusion, the paradox of choice is a real phenomenon that can have a significant impact on our happiness and well-being. While having choices can be empowering, it can also be overwhelming. By being mindful of our decisions and focusing on finding good enough choices, we can avoid the negative effects of too many options. Ultimately, it's about finding a balance between having enough choices to make us feel empowered, but not so many that we become paralyzed by the decision-making process. That is all about the paradox of choice. Do like, share and subscribe to our channel, Explorified.